Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Sir Alex Ferguson Challenge with West Ham. Now in today's episode we have the quarter-finals of the Champions League against Chelsea, and there's been two fixtures or so to review since the last time we met. So the last time we met was the 2-0 victory against PSV in the second leg of our first knockout round against them. We followed that up with a 2-1 away win at Huddersfield. We actually went down in this match in the 7th minute. Alfredo Morelos gave them the lead, the 1-0 lead, but Tete managed to get us back into the game in the 25th minute. It was a decent goal as well. He comes in off this right hand side, drives through the defence, takes a great strike, and it beats Asmir Begovic in goal. And then it was actually Begovic that gave us the win in the 44th minute. He scores an own goal. That's just the beauty of the Football Manager match engine. Very unlucky for him, but very fortunate for us. We didn't play particularly well in this game. We did dominate by his stats, but if you look at that chances created slot in our team, we had the same amount of chances as they did, not too many key passes either. So very fortunate to get the 3 points. We then went away to Liverpool and got beat. It was a very tight game, not much happening for either side, but Ousmane Dembele gave them the lead in the 16th minute and they held onto it throughout. And those two Premier League fixtures see the table looking like this. We are 2 points behind Manchester City with one game in hand. I think they are actually messing up alongside us. I think they got beat relatively recently. We'll take a look at the schedule here. Yeah, they got beat off Middlesbrough in the game where we beat Huddersfield. But then they did beat Chelsea at home 2-0. It's, us and Manchester City, neither of us want it. Neither of us are running away with it. But looking at the table, I'm pretty sure top 4 Champions League football is guaranteed for next season. So we've got the 2 legs against Chelsea today, the first of which is away from home. And this is the lineup that we are going to go with today. Lopez in goal, Wagnerman, Oxford, Panzo and Creswell in our defence. Toussaint, Tonali, Fernandez in the centre of midfield with Tete on the right, Keane on the left, and Alexander Isak gets himself back in the squad up top. And on the bench we've got Dennisman, Jurlek, Arnautovic, Ronaldo Vieira, Tony Lado, Declan Rice and Emerson. Now as you can see in the other quarterfinals there is Liverpool versus Manchester United, so there will be 2 English teams in the semi-finals of the Champions League. Inter Milan have just beat Atletico Madrid, and Real Madrid absolutely smashed Porto. So I think it's fair to say maybe an Atletico Madrid-Real Madrid semi. They did get an away goal against Inter Milan, but we'll wait and see what happens after that, after the second leg. And there is the Chelsea lineup. Not too many new signings. You've got Belotti and De Ligt, but other than that, it's pretty much a steady first 11 from when it first starts. And obviously Lewis Cook, who we looked at signing, but we didn't manage to get over the line. Now, obviously, this is the biggest game of our save so far. I think any time you get far into the Champions League, that becomes your biggest game. Chelsea are a really good side, and I think we've struggled against them in the past couple of seasons. They obviously absolutely smashed us in the European Super Cup at the beginning of the season. I think it was like 5-1 or 5-0, and they take an early lead. Disallowed. Call off the shots, it's disallowed. But yeah, they have smashed us in the past. I do actually think we've got the better of them in the league so far this season. I think we've beat them either at home or away from home, and we've got them towards the back end of the season. So we do have some form against them, but as I said, they do have the capabilities to absolutely destroy us. And we'll pick up with this highlight here as Eden Hazard comes down the left hand side for Chelsea, cuts back in, it's back outside, Emerson on the left, get rid of it, Toussaint with a poor clearance, and it's back on this left hand side. They seem to be trying to work it down there, but they're switching the ball absolutely lovely, and they've got a lot of men forward. Andrea Belotti, get it rid, and this highlight is just continued forever. Emerson gets the ball in, Leon Bailey's back post, and that is the opening goal of the game. A period of sustained pressure from Chelsea there. We were dealing with the crosses quite well actually, but then this one we just couldn't do it. Emerson comes down this left hand side, decent delivery in, Leon Bailey does Aaron Creswell on the left back. Oh, it's going to be difficult. Obviously we're away from home, so any goals from us are absolutely fantastic, but we just can't let this game get away from us. We can't expect too much from us in the second leg. Another highlight now, we have the ball very, very deep in our own half, and I'm just hoping we don't give it away as Tonali sets away Isak with an absolutely beautiful pass, and Isak puts it away. That was a difficult challenge, but he's more than met it, and he beats Kepa at his far post. And watch this pass by Sandro Tonali. This is absolutely unbelievable. What a worldie of a ball. Just splits the fullback and the central defender, and Isaac with an absolutely clinical finish. You wouldn't even realise he's been out for a number of games. What a fantastic goal. And obviously that away goal now puts us right in the driving seat. And that's it, half time. It's 0-0 in the other quarter final that's been playing today. And they're having the better of us by stats, let's not forget that. But we've only seen, 2 highlights, and they were both goals, one for each. So there's no way they're absolutely dominating us. They've had more possession, more shots and more shots on target. But they're not creating the sort of chances you would expect from a team this on top. I'm quite reluctant to make some substitutions right now. I think the team's performing okay. Edmilson Fernandez is maybe struggling in the centre of midfield, so I think we'll look to make the change there. We'll get Fernandez off and we'll get Ronaldo Vieira on. 10 minutes to go, and there's finally a highlight from this second half. I was actually quite enjoying the fact that there was no highlights at all, but you never mind. As Leon Bailey comes to... Oh, what a bar that is for Belotti. Oh, he hits the bar. Jesus. 5 minutes to go, we'll make our final 2 subs. We'll get Jurlic on for Moise Keane, and we'll get Emerson on for Wagnerman just to freshen things up a little bit. And hopefully we avoid injuries in this match. And that's it. You're 20 seconds overtime here, ref, as Belotti puts it in. Oh my god, ref. Away, man. Just blow the full time whistle when it's up. I'm so salty. I'm so salty. I was just about to completely dismiss this highlight. But Belotti rises back post from a Leon Bailey corner. And what, are you going to blow full time now, ref? Whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready. So 2-1. Okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. We've got our away goal. Really unfortunate concede so late on. Oh, I'm gutted to concede so late on. Right, we've got Leicester away in the Premier League in between the 2 legs. So I'll go and play that. And then I will come back for the second leg. So we have just played Leicester City and we have just got a 2-0 away victory. Dennis Mann getting himself a goal and Jurlic getting himself a goal as well. Obviously a heavily rotated side preparing for the Chelsea second leg in the Champions League. But with that win, it has secured us Champions League football for next season, which was always the aim at the beginning of this season. And based on that, the board have set the budgets for next season. £90 million transfer budget, £2 million a week wages. But I don't think that's too much different than what it was anyway. I think because of the sales we made with Pongricic in January, I'm pretty sure we had more money than that actually in the transfer kitty. I can't quite remember, but £90 million should still be enough to do what I want to do in the summer. But yeah, Champions League football is coming to West Ham next season as well. And obviously with that win, that sees us still sitting in second as Man City won their game as well. So we are still 2 points behind, but we do have that game in hand. But I think we've got a much tougher run in, so it's going to be tight at the top of the Premier League this season. So we're finally here. It is the second leg against Chelsea, and this is how we're going to line up. Pau Lopez in goal, Wagnerman, Oxford, Panzo and Creswell in defence. Declan Rice in the defensive midfield position, Tonali and Edmilson Fernandez in the centre, Teti on the right, Felipe Anderson on the left and Alexander Isaac up top. Chelsea line up the exact same way they did in the first leg. Right, come on boys. We're 2-1 down from the first leg. We've got a lot of work to do in this second leg. We need to win, first of all, and we need to not concede that much either. As we pick up the first highlight here, Declan Rice on the ball. Creswell, we've got a lot of men over on this left-hand side. We need to get some men in the box. Creswell loses it, and Belotti can spring a counter-attack now for Chelsea. Plays the ball in Eden Hazard. He's in the box. Lewis Cook. And there we are. Chelsea are now 3-1 up on aggregate. 1-0 up on the night. They have their away goal. And, it's gutting. I'm absolutely gutted that this is how it's starting. Belotti does well to get the ball in. Hazard, does he get challenged there? Probably. He does get credited with the assist either way. But, I think this is going to be end of the road, boys, for our Champions League days. I mean, to get out of the group stage with Barcelona in it was quite good, considering Barcelona ended up going out as well. But I thought we might have had Chelsea. You know, we've played them before, we've beat them in the league. Yeah, they've smashed us in the past, but I thought our team had grew beyond that point over the course of the season. I think maybe the sale of Pongricic has affected the team, particularly defensive stability. Panzo and Reece Oxford were always going to be my future centre halves, and Pongricic was. I would have looked to move him out eventually, but to do it the way we did might have been a mistake. But keeping him around in the squad, I think, would have been a mistake as well. So, you know, it's them little decisions that could affect the rest of the season. And like this game, we have done absolutely nothing. changed up some of the team instructions to hopefully make us more attacking and more urgent, but to be honest, it just leaves us more open as well, so the chances that we'll concede are quite high now, as we give the ball away again and Tete loses it. Can Wagnerman clear this up? Goes back all the way to Paul Lopez, and he sets away Felipe Anderson on his left hand side. He tries to find Alexander Isaac, but Christensen can clear as it goes back out to Felipe Anderson. Come on, we've got to make a chance here. Wagnerman down this right hand side gets the ball in. Tete is there. Oh, Tete, that could have been the lifeline. Really could have been the lifeline. Right. Oh, well, we're not matching any subs because there's another highlight. Right, we'll make subs. Who's performing poorly? Tete is having a bad game on that right hand side. We'll bring on Dennis Mann for him. I'm not going to take off Jonathan Panzo. Do I want to take off Edmilson Fernandez? Yeah, we'll bring on Ronaldo Vieira for him. Felipe Anderson's not playing that well on the left hand side, so we'll bring on Moise Kean for him. We've used all our substitutes now. This is our final roll of the dice, as we're going to go very attacking for the last 20 minutes. We need 2 goals from the lads. It's not looking likely, is it? 10 minutes to go now. Time is just ticking away. 9 minutes to go. If we get a goal here, you never know. But no. Dennis Mann tries to set away Isaac. Delict is equal to it though, and we just can't break their defence down. But they've got a man out of position. Please play back post. Moise Kean's there. He gets us the lifeline. They come sliding out. It was a big mistake. Who was that? I can't. Maguire, and Isaac plays a back post to Moise Kean. We need another. We need another, boys, to take this extra time. And time is just ticking away. No highlights, no nothing. They've just shut up shop, and that's probably it. That final goal in the 93rd minute in the first leg looks like it's going to seal our fate as Declan Rice. Come on, get the ball in. Decent cross, Creswell. Come on, somebody. Oh my God, why wasn't that a chance? And there it is. Champions League quarterfinals, beat 3-2 on aggregate by Chelsea. It's not the worst thing in the world. I never expected to be in the Champions League this season. Never mind make it to the knockouts. We got very fortunate with the draw in terms of PSV in the first knockout round, and we weren't even convincing in that really. So Manchester United and Chelsea are going to be the 2 English representatives in the Champions League semis. Real Madrid are definitely going to be the other one. It's between Inter and Atletico, who's going to be the final one of the 4. But we can't be too disappointed. This gives us the focus to focus on the Premier League. I don't think Man City are in any European competition anymore either, unless they're in the Europa League. No, they got knocked out by Inter Milan in the last round of the Champions League. So, 5 games to go. 2 points off Manchester City with a game in hand. It all comes down to these final 5 games. Cardiff at home, Middlesbrough away, Man United, Chelsea and Everton. Man United and Chelsea obviously the 2 most difficult games in this run, but they are both at home. So I'm going to play through the final 5 games. If it looks like we can either confirm the win in the league or confirm not winning the league, I'll return for that game. But if not, I'm going to do a triple header in the final episode of the season. It'll be Man United, Chelsea and Everton. But let's say we get beat off Chelsea and there's no longer a chance to win the league, I'll just play through the rest. Just taking a quick look at Man City's final 4 games. Millwall, Newcastle, Stoke and Arsenal away from home is our only hope really. Arsenal are in 4th as well. They might be fighting for the Champions League position in the final game of the season. So we're going to have to wait and see how this falls. I'm going to play the Cardiff and Huddersfield games and then see where we stand after that. And then we'll come back for the final episode of the season. Cardiff and Middlesbrough, not Cardiff and Huddersfield. Deflated, defeated, I feel it a little bit. Hopefully the team is okay and their morale stays consistent and lets us perform at the best we can for these final 5 games. If you have enjoyed the video, please consider leaving a like, and if you enjoy my content, get yourself subscribed. But until next time, take it easy.